What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another live episode of Learn Crypto. My name is Nick Hellman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
We got some exciting things to talk about today. ICE, the owners of the New York Stock Exchange, says they plan on possibly creating a cryptocurrency exchange for large money.
What?
That's pretty big. Also, the DHS, or the Department of Homeland Security, tells Congress that the use case for blockchain is almost limitless. And then we have another prediction by somebody that you guys may recognize that we'll save here for a little bit because we will discuss it, saying all-time highs on Bitcoin will be tested within 2 weeks, guys. That would be crazy, but we're not going to rule it out. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button, share button, and subscribe button.
No doubt.
The more people we can talk to about cryptocurrencies, the better. Also, guys, yesterday, since the Cavaliers did just happen to sweep the Raptors, I am giving away some more red coin. So go on the live show from yesterday. If you did not already see it, make sure to watch that, as always. Leave a comment in the comment section below with your Twitter handle, and I'll be announcing a winner tonight after the live show.
We got 2 thumbs down. Shout out.
Shout out to you guys. Loving it. We're going to do this intro, and we'll get this thing started.
With a common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
Oh man, what a beautiful day it is here today. Hopefully it is the same for you guys wherever you're at, morning, evening, lunch, dinner, whatever it may be. I'm just living the dream right now. I feel refreshed after fishing this weekend. I think Todd's got the article up first that we're going to talk about because apparently in 14 days we're all going to be triple our money right now.
My moonshot. Fun strats. Tom Lee talking about the annual cryptocurrency conference being held next week. We could see the price of Bitcoin test its all-time highs again. The consensus is from May 14th to the 17th in New York City. Traditionally, we've rallied 10 to 70% during that event.
Whoa.
So he says, largest crypto conference in the world. Attendance this year is up dramatically and coming at a time when Bitcoin crypto is down year to date. Hence, we expect the consensus rally to be even larger than past years. And I understand this guy's made some big calls before, so it's not just some random dude.
And I mean, if you guys have been following Todd's intraday technical analysis updates, I would almost fall right in line with your, we bounce around here, maybe go a little lower, and we shoot up right to that 12K mark.
Right,
that timeline would almost be perfect.
We could spend 3 or 4 days mousing here, and then next thing you know, we're at 13,000, 14, 15.
That, on top of the 2 or 3 articles that I do have to talk about, I think are very bullish as well, with the government getting involved, New York Stock Exchange getting involved, ICE getting involved. The big money is coming, guys. Obviously, retail investors like yourself are starting to come back to YouTube, Twitter, and other outlets to gain some information on cryptocurrencies. That kind of shows me the sentiment as well. We got a lot of good projects on the horizon that we continue to talk about day in and day out. So I'm feeling good right now. I'm pretty excited. Let's see what's going on over here in the cryptocurrency market cap. Currently sitting at, doesn't want to load, $435 billion.
Let's go back to what you and I talked about before we went live, though, because people that own Bitcoin, if you didn't sell at 19 and 20,000 and you didn't get shook out at 6,000, I don't know who's going to sell to all these big buyers that are coming. So I don't think no one's going to want to sell to them.
Yeah, and if you piece together some of the information that we provide you on a daily basis, I say I work in an institutional firm. I say possibly hedge funds, clients, etc., may or may not be starting to inquiry about cryptocurrencies, blockchain, smart contracts. Okay? Todd comes on here and says there may or may not be large institutions asking around if there's bids available for very large sums of Bitcoin, OTC, or over-the-counter, so it won't really affect the market. Now you piece that together with what's going on with this guy thinking that the consensus is going to blow up. We got ICE and the New York Stock Exchange wanting to create an exchange. And we got the Department of Home Defense saying that the uses for blockchain are almost limitless. Now, if that doesn't sound bullish to you, I don't know what does. Now, obviously, it's not going to affect the markets right away because the people that Todd may or may not know about is all OTC, which you're not going to see on the market. But still, those buyers are out there, and if they can't find it, eventually they're going to have to come to the market, or eventually that price will be pushed up. Let us know what you guys think over there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You know, I mean, I was saying 13,000 on my charts, and I've been pretty right here. So 13,000 isn't really testing the highs, but shoot, in this market, a 13,000 print could be a 15 print easily, and that would be a pretty good test of the 19 high. So who knows? We shall see. But we'll be here doing the same thing every day, no matter what happens.
Somebody's asking how much Anthony gets paid to be here. I don't know what that's referring to.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if he's being nice, mean, whatever, but Anthony is always here. He doesn't get paid. If anything, he's maybe won a couple competitions or a couple giveaways, but that's about it.
Taj says Coinbase upgrading the cash limit to 25K is for a reason. After the New York conference.
Yeah, also, guys, if you follow me on Twitter, I got an email saying that I can spend $25,000 per day and I can do instant transactions from the account. Now, that could just be an upgrade of the account, but they're upgrading across the board. And I think that is in direct reply to them seeing that other competition is coming in the space, other fiat gateways, such as maybe the Ethos Universal Wallet, as others that have been coming along. Now you have ICE and the New York Stock Exchange maybe saying that they're going to create a fiat gateway as well. I think Coinbase is really trying to move their progress along. You might see some new coins added over there. They're preparing for higher trading volume. So I think higher trading volume comes with higher prices. But that's just a personal opinion.
Right.
Bitcoin, $9,250, down 1.23% for the day. Ethereum, $756, up 0.5%. Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, EOS, Litecoin, all pretty even. Everything's looking pretty even. IOTA up another 9.2% for the day. Congratulations to anybody who's been holding that the past couple days as it has been seeing some good gains. Who are the big winners today? It's some random names, I think. Nexo, iOS Token, Pundi X. I'm not really familiar with any of those projects, but congratulations if you guys hold those. Hopefully you're capitalizing on some of those gains. We'll see what happens in the near term on those. We got Ethos up 13.68% after the announcement that they went live with their universal wallet yesterday in Netherlands and that they plan to roll that out to future countries here in the short term. And then we got Holo, which somebody was asking about yesterday, up 12.5%. I saw on Twitter that a couple of miners were talking about having bags of this, so this may be indicative of where this price action is coming from.
Dogecoin.
And then we got Zilliqa. That is a community favorite. I don't personally own any, but people always bring it up 12.35%. And then, I mean, what is life and what is cryptos without Dogecoin?
Doge.
The ultimate meme coin up 9.37%. I'll let Todd take a look at some of these charts. Then we'll take a look at some fundamentals and some articles. Also, as a quick update, I don't like talking about eBoost every day because I'm not trying to shill it, but it is an update if you guys follow me on Twitter. Like we've been saying, you needed to have a minimum of 1,000 eBoost to participate in the airdrop, but last night they came out and said no more minimum. So if you own one eBoost, you are eligible for the airdrop, so make sure to have that in the desktop wallet. For PCG clients that do own some eBoost, if you want to participate in the airdrop, let Todd know and I can help you download that desktop wallet to make sure that you get your Alaris tokens, and then from there we can move it to the proper exchange and get it back in your PCG account.
You got
That's it.
All right, we got Bitcoin 2-hour chart. This is where we left off yesterday. I kind of had this light blue here in case the high was in. I think we could probably take that out and say that, I think somewhere here we probably really mouse around here for... We've probably done an A down already, so let's put it in there so no one will think. I'm guessing it's going to be something like that. We've had an A down off the high. We're going to do some type of B sideways, and then maybe that break to 8,500. But I mentioned, I still think surprises to the upside I think there's support in this market. Back here, I mentioned on today's video just a couple hours ago, this was a B wave, and that was a triangle with almost no downside. So if we'd have that over here, I mean, basically you could say that 9,000 is a low print, and we're not going to, really drop any further. We're just going to go sideways to higher here. And then it'd be interesting to get the run to 13. I got about 13.5 on this chart. So that'd be interesting, but the consensus conference, because that'd fit right into the charts. Just have a mad dash above the 11.8 and catch everybody short, bring in some new buying. Again, I probably would sell that. I'd want to see how that acts if we do get a rally like that. But let's watch. But, a couple days here mousing around, and then I think higher. So Bitcoin Cash still holding in well. Kind of jumped resistance from this point here, and then kind of backing up to it. Volume has fallen off, so I still like Bitcoin Cash. Dash, mentioned today, I mean, this could be a spring and an uptrend, so no more weakness from here and a little bit of strength. That chart could turn bullish easily. Classic, still above the previous support line. We've had that marked before. I mean, we dramatically went below it, but I think it's kind of important to get back above there and hold that level. So far we are doing that. I still think that's a good one. Ethereum, I've marked it a couple different ways. The thing is today, if we zero in on Ethereum, there's a chart pattern you guys know I like. That's this diagonal triangle leading wave off the low that we had in the last day and a half or so. This could be a 1-2, and we're headed dramatically higher, or this could be an A up, a B down, and then just a rally up maybe above this 798 level. So maybe a rally to 805, and then maybe that would peter out and give us a pull back to like 680 or something. So, and if we're doing a high level triangle in Bitcoin, then that means you're not going to get Ethereum back anywhere near 715, and probably do a triangle basing around 790 or 800 before another surge higher. So I like the way Ethereum acts. We'll fill up IOTA real quick.
Connor McNuggets in the house. I haven't seen your name in a while. Glad you are back.
What up, Connor? We still do some tweeting, so. IOTA, let's go back to the 2 hour. Again, that's the one that really we haven't liked here. I mean, in the past, I guess no one's really been on it, but it is acting well, and we fell down here to support and rallied off of it again. So that one still acts well. Litecoin 159.40. Same thing. I mean, I still say we could fall. Risk is to like 140, I think. I still believe we're going to 220. It'd be nice to see some strength here and get back above this 170 level. I still think somewhere here it's sideways before we go higher. So I don't know really how to trade that for sure. NEO has been sideways really since April 20th. Not a ton of strength, but I still think okay. Same with OMG. Same with Ripple. Probably just some sideways reaccumulation here. ADA holding strength extremely well.
Jay Stevens says DGB is moving.
DGB. I got that right here. Here's eBoost holding the 67 to 70 level. DGB USD up 3.58%.
Bouncing right off of that channel.
Holding in nicely. EOS still setting a 1798. That one will be interesting.
I mean, it looks good up there. As you guys know, I've laddered out, and I am still going to wait and see if we get that retracement. I know Todd is looking at that resistance there. What is that, around $15, $16? I'm looking at 160,000 Satoshis-ish. I'm just going to be patient on it because I didn't sell out of my full position. And I think we might have one leg lower, especially maybe in Satoshi value if Bitcoin does perk up here.
Somebody on YouTube just said Ripple to $8. Whoa.
It's more realistic than the $26 claim we had in here yesterday.
$8. Okie dokie. Yeah, and EOS, I mean, it's held well here in the last day or so. So I thought it'd break lower, but I don't know. Might want to stay on and watch that one. XLM USD down 4%. Been a strong one, still holding okay. XVG 74, 75. I just call that 7.5 cents, really, but I call it 74. Strength out of here I would really like if we could get it going. We got Zen 36.25. I mentioned it could spring the 36 level. We have done that. I'm not sure. It's kind of quiet here. ZRX $1.73. That thing's given no re-entry on it. And then I guess we'll leave it at that real quick. We'll come back to some of these smaller coins. Or anything else anybody likes.
Elizabeth's in here. Hey, Elizabeth, did you ever get your masternode figured out for Zcoin? Let me know. We got, who else we got in here? Anthony says, anyone thinking Ripple is going to $8 needs to take a lesson in token metrics. And then Connor McNugget says he hasn't been in here because he's working too much. Working it too much, winky face. You guys are awesome. Obviously, if you guys watched yesterday, you know today, right after the live show, I have an interview with the CEO and the CFO of Linda Coin. This is a kind of a micro-cap coin, but several people in this community really like it, and a lot of the people in my Twitter community reached out to Linda Coin and wanted an interview. So I said I'm willing to interview them. I do have, so they'll give an overview. I have some pros, some cons to ask, and we'll see how they reply. I do not own any Linda Coin, and I'm not getting paid for the interview.
And I own none, and no PCG clients that I'm aware of. I didn't check positions, but I've bought nobody any of it.
It's only available on small exchanges and Cryptopia, which we don't have API access to, so therefore no PCG clients own any.
And we don't show coins here.
Yep, so that's about it. So that will be exciting. I was going to post that on Friday since we don't do a live show on Fridays, but everybody over on Twitter is saying, no, just post it as soon as it's available. So keep an eye on that. It might go up tonight or sometime during the day tomorrow. If you are interested in another maybe investment opportunity, I don't even know my opinion on it yet. I want to talk to them before I even formulate an opinion. It'll be posted as soon as possible.
Elizabeth says the Linda Coin Master node has high ROI.
That is true.
What exchanges can you use for PCG? I mean, there's a long list of them at Coinigy if you want to double check, but most PCGs are Bittrex, Polynex, Bitfinex,
GDAX,
Polo. I mean, that's really the main ones. There's a lot of smaller ones that I can use.
The Binance did open up API trading keys for PCG, but I know they're having some difficulties as far as placing trades with Binance as of now with that API.
It's supposed to come back, but did not have that yet.
Elizabeth says she's working on her Zcoin node. The reason I brought that up, guys, is so the data center that houses all the data for my traditional finance job does a little bit with cryptocurrencies. I've been talking to him, and he said he would work out a deal and give a discount code from anybody who comes from the Learn Crypto community if you are wanting to use a VPS or a virtual desktop in order to set up or run secure nodes, master nodes, staking wallets, etc. So once I have more information on that, I'll present it to you. So I don't want to get your hopes up, but that is in the works. I've been trying to get a discount for you guys. There's no referral fee or nothing for me. It just would be a flat 10%, 15%, 20% discount for anybody who gets involved from this YouTube channel. Just trying to help you guys out because I know I'm going to, like I said, be trying to get a super node for Zen. So that's when I started talking to him and I said, hey, there's other people in the community that might be interested. And he said, well, if you do that, we'll provide a flat fee discount for everybody from Learn Crypto. So that will be really cool. And I'll keep you posted as that comes to a head. All right, let's get into this. The owner of the New York Stock Exchange has been reportedly working on a Bitcoin exchange. ICE, the owner of New York Stock Exchange, has been developing an online platform to buy cryptocurrency. The trading platform would allow large investors to buy and hold Bitcoin, the report found. ICE first entered the crypto market via a crypto data feed, which went live in March. Now, what would be interesting about this exchange is unlike NASDAQ, where they're just trying to work with futures and some of these other ETFs and futures, etc., where they're not really holding the underlying, this exchange will be just like that of the centralized exchanges like Coinbase, GDAX, Bittrex that we're all familiar with, where you are actually holding the underlying coin in your wallet. So that will affect the price of the market price for these coins. Now, it says here that as of now, it's just a Bitcoin exchange from their knowledge. I did a little research on what this crypto data feed is. Currently, their crypto data feed coverage includes 7 digital currencies from global trading venues, markets, and exchanges around the world, including Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, Tether, Dash, Ripple, and Bitcoin Cash. So that to me leads, if they go beyond Bitcoin, these are probably the first currencies that they will trust on their fiat onboarding platform. I think that on top with Coinbase upping their game with bank purchases up to $25,000, instant and unlimited buy and sell of digital currencies, and them only having Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin Cash, further leads to the assumption that Todd and I have been talking about, where when institutional money, accredited investor money starts coming into the space, it's first going to flow into these large market cap coins that are readily available liquidity-wise on these fiat gateways. So I know a lot of people like the altcoins. You got to have a little of your portfolio in altcoins, chase some of those gains. Maybe you do have some severe speculative moves or newer currencies, maybe like Olinda and ECA, etc. But these large cap coins have to be in your portfolio, because when the money comes into the space, there's only one way those can go: up. Then retail investors are going to FOMO. We saw this in the last bull run where Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Dash, Monero flew to the moon. And then you can take some profits, move it to the altcoins, and still capture your gains over there. This is just my opinion on it, so you need to do your own research as well. But I think a lot of things keep leading me to believe that accredited investor money is going to go into these large cap coins.
And James Lockyer, yeah, we don't really show coins. The Litecoin figurine we gave away to some giveaways, and I wouldn't consider us talking about Litecoin would be a shill anyway. If I tell you I'm buying Litecoin after we hang up here or after we get off the show, I don't think it's going to run the price up much. Too big cap a coin.
Yes, we do a ton of giveaways over here, and one of the giveaways we did, like you said, we made a bunch of these acrylic Litecoins, which we gave away to the community. We've given away anybody who donates coins, any coin that donates coins to the channel, we give away to the community as well.
Now, if I had an eBoost coin here, maybe you could say we're showing eBoost.
The funny thing is, we've talked about eBoost for a while, and we've got people at good price points and whatnot, but I don't even own that much. I think 1% of my portfolio maybe is eBoost. So, I mean, that's about it.
And I bought it for a few PCGs. We got hurt on it, and I backed off, and that was really all we had done. So even PCG clients can be very few people that even own eBoost. I don't play in a lot of the smaller cap coins with PCG unless I've
Show me the money.
Some decent past returns made up, and the client is extremely happy with me.
Boom! Chris wanted to show us the money. The Canines are so grateful for all you share with us. No problem, Chris. I appreciate that. As usual, I mean, last time you gave me $1.99, I did a little mini review for a coin of your choice. So if you have a question that you would like to ask us, feel free to do so. I'll steal this back for this last little article. Then we'll have you guys throw out some charts for Todd to take a look at. DHS official tells Congress blockchain uses are almost limitless. Quote, I think the applications are almost limitless. Announced last week, the, quote, leveraging blockchain technology to improve supply chain management and combat counterfeit goods hearing is the second such event hosted by House Science, Space, and Technology committees, Oversight and Research and Technology subcommittees this year. Man, what a mouthful just for the title of an event. Whoa. This is the event that we were talking about yesterday. Although the SEC proved to be FUD about whether Ethereum was going to be a security or not, they did have a House committee today. Primarily, it was all bullish, guys, and it was really just talking about supply chain and how blockchain can be utilized to make this more efficient. Yesterday, I said the cryptocurrencies that came to mind pertaining to this meeting would be VeChain, Wabi, and Walton Coin with their RFID technologies. I think that still applies after reading through this article as well. The reason I wanted to show it is just to verify that everything is bullish. That is really what they talked about, and I thought it was crazy that somebody from the Department of Home Security said, I think that the applications are almost limitless. I think we're going to see a lot of new advancement with these U.S. agencies looking into blockchain. Now, the real question is going to be, are they going to create their own blockchain, or are they going to utilize one of these already existing blockchains such as VeChain, Wabi, Walton Coin, or maybe another RFID technology one that I can't remember off the top of my head. That's going to be the real question, because that's how the prices of those coins will actually have stable price growth rather than maybe it goes up because of this article and speculation. We'll see how that continues here in the future, and if anybody has any other opinion on this meeting that happened today in the United States, feel free to put that in the comment section.
Give me 1 second here. I was bringing something up. If you'll give me a little graduation music, if you're ready to do that.
Okay, let me get let's see here.
We did have a graduate today, Ruby Lively.
Ruby.
And actually, I believe that was Friday when I was heading back home. So shout out to Ruby. If you got any questions, hit me up. You know, guys, I'm still adding to the course. I've been adding some videos. I'm adding some charts from the Pulse of the Market crypto software. And the lesson on Wyckoff Wave Crypto Index and the OP Index, I've just got a little bit more work to do. I've been working on it. I told you I really mostly got it done, but I got a little more work on it. I'll drop that in the course as well. So anybody's taking the course, we'd appreciate if you would give us a testimonial. All you got to do is log in and go to the course title, scroll down to the bottom, and give us a testimonial. So we would appreciate that.
Perfect. Somebody was over here real quick before you get to the charts was Philip Rover, $5. Where did you get the info on eBoost lowering number needed for the airdrop? Let me steal this real quick. I actually did tweet this out as well. eBoost themselves said, guess what? There's no longer a minimum amount of eBoost required to receive your Alaris token. No longer do you have to hold 1K eBoost. Any amount of eBoost stored on our local wallet or whatever this exchange is, what is it, OKX or OctaX, will result in a 2-to-1 ratio for your Alaris, or 1 eBoost equals a half of an Alaris token. So there you go, guys. I didn't just pull it out of my butt. And somebody paid $5 for me to talk about eBoost again, so no, I'm not shilling eBoost.
And John Cool says lesson 12 is a tough one.
Lesson 12 is an MF, or anybody who passed it, maybe you can help John get through that.
That's funny.
Or obviously you can DM myself or Todd.
Shout out, John, if you need some help. Let us know. That's funny. There is IOST. I think Connor mentioned that one. That one just ran to a new high here. So that's a big move, 15 to 70. That is a 2-hour chart. So that thing has been higher highs, higher lows. Hope no one's trying to trade that, because that's one of those buy and holds, I would say. How about Substratum USD?
Oh, ECA Draft says, so we just have to give you a super chat or pay you for you to talk about it? Good to know. Oh, God. That sounded terrible then, if that's what I said.
Do you think we'll see a mid-June pullback? I think we're going to pull back some into that big triangle I got on Bitcoin. So if we get a big rally here, I think you probably could sell it, get some things back. Ruby says she did lesson 8 3 times. I know there's been some troubles on some of those lessons. So
James Lockyer, somebody new to the channel, says, what are your guys' thoughts on NEP5 tokens? NEP5 tokens are the ERC20 equivalent for the NEO blockchain. Obviously, you're new to the show, so you don't know that I am a long-term holder of NEO. I've been in it since it was about $7. I've continued to hold NEO because I am a long-term believer. I haven't really been trading in and out all that much. A couple swing trades, but really just collecting the gas and believing in the future growth of their ecosystem. So I don't have any particular thoughts about any NEP5 tokens in particular at this time, but I am bullish on NEO, and I think that NEP5 tokens will be able to find success on that platform.
John passed lesson 12, then beat his dog. Glad my wife's not watching tonight. She's been doing some work in Quincy, so she wouldn't be happy about beating the dog. Here's Substratum on a 2-hour chart. So, you know, a lot of charts look like this. I wouldn't say that's the strongest, but it's had a pretty big rally off the low. I still think these things are headed higher. So let's go to... here's Block, someone mentioned early. That's a 6-hour. I don't really have any ideas there. Volume doesn't give much help, so can't give you any help on block. And we went through ZIL earlier. Let me go back to ZIL. Here's ZIL BTC. That's been an unbelievably good one and continues. So that's a tough one. I mean, I'd say support is at the 110. That's a pretty big sell-off. I'm sure I'd take a Bitcoin down to 84 or 7,700 to get ZIL back to there. If that would happen, I think that's support.
Somebody wants to see Ven and Fun.
Here's ICX BTC on Binance. This chart doesn't change much. We've been looking at this quite a bit. I don't like that it stopped here at the 50,000 level. So I would still say higher, but it'd be nice if it'd get going.
Rob over here says Bitcoin just got wiped from coinmarketcap.com. You might want to sell right now if you hold BCN. Now that is not financial advice on my side, but I did know there's some sketchy things going on with the Bitcoin price pump, and that is all the information I know, guys. So you got to do your own research on that. If you own it, I would take a look.
Here is ENG BTC. I would say it's kind of a buying climax. Automatic reaction, secondary test, a little bit of a spring. We got an up thrust with the test, so volume is starting to back off a little bit. So that'd be one to watch. I wouldn't know up or down on that one yet. Some of these I got to be able to add to the software so I can try to decipher the software better. And again, the software is taking 5 minute. It's a 5-minute data set because it's taking every wave of the day. So every 5 minutes, if a coin is up, the volume is called plus. The next 5 minutes, it's up. It continued plus volume. So it's just charting volume throughout the day, every day. And then let's do the BCN. I'm going to do BCN USD. And there's the pump that everybody's talking about on big volume. That was added to an exchange, correct?
I'm not sure what happened with BCN today.
Yeah, I think that was.
That's the one that I was just talking about, Bitcoin, where they just got nuked from CoinMarketCap. There's some kind of controversy going on with that, so we'll see how that plays out.
We did bring up eBoost. I'm going to throw it up again real quick. Again, we got small positions in there. That coin got decimated. And I had an uptrend here that is still kind of following. So volume's coming in. So
yeah, and people ask, why doesn't eBoost have the pump and dump recognition after looking at that chart? Well, what happened is they announced this hilarious airdrop, but they didn't give the details. So the price immediately went up to $250. And then it came out that you had to actually own eBoost and stake it for 3 months before the airdrop was going to occur. Hence why the price fell from the sky. And then there just happened to be the bear market for the entire crypto market, which is why that thing went into a accumulation zone. So that's when you should have been buying. That's when I should have even been buying. But like I said, guys, I don't even own that much, but I am excited for the Alaris token.
Here's PPT, a few people talking about. A decent rally there for a few days, but retracing a good 50% of it. And some volume. So not the strongest chart. We need to hold in here and try the upside again.
I did a review on PPT, I believe, but I don't know if it's on this channel or not.
Somebody's asking about PAC. I think that's probably that's something. I don't have CPAC on here. That's something I think Matt was giving away. Don't know what exchange that's on. There we are. No. Can't help you on PAC. I don't have any thoughts on Nexo. Zero says PPT is a cliff high coin. And then we got
Timothy, thanks for subscribing. We love seeing that and hearing that noise pop up on the screen. Welcome to the Learn Crypto family.
Here's a 2-hour VEN BTC. Big rally and held a lot of the gains. So I'd say that's still a good long-term hold. which I'd say that about a lot of these coins. I still think we're going a lot higher. Too much money still coming to this area. Do you want to run the new commercial I made?
Yeah, let's take a quick breather. Let's
see what people think of this.
We're
trying to get a girl from overseas, but we're working on this. So we're going to run this real quick. LearnCrypto.io is the pathway to your understanding of cryptocurrencies. At our website, you can learn about the grandfather of technical analysis, Richard D. Wyckoff, purchase our cryptocurrencies and Wyckoff trading course, and read our daily updated blog. You can also find the link to our YouTube channel, where you will get technical analysis and fundamental research about cryptocurrencies on the daily. If you are too busy with family, retirement, work, or all of the above, then just click on our Crypto PCG link and allow us to manage your cryptocurrency portfolio for you. You give us trading APIs so we can enter orders and manage your portfolio, but cannot withdraw or transfer any of your coins or funds. We manage clients' portfolios for a respectable 3% annual fee, which is billed in 1/4 quarterly installments. Don't hesitate. Contact us today, because with these 24-hour, 7-day-a-week crypto markets, it helps to have a professional as a part of your team.
There you Todd must have been drinking some coffee today because he is wanting to get pumped up. There we go. So if you guys want to know what we do outside of YouTube, we come on here obviously and talk about crypto's fundamentals, technical analysis, and answer your guys' questions. But we do some other things, so make sure to look in the description below. Also, guys, we love when you guys leave comments after the video is over. That allows us to go back, see what your guys' opinion are on the topics that we talked about. Also, you guys can ask some questions over there and bounce some ideas off each other, because not everybody can make it into the live show. So it's good to have the community talking below the videos as well. Max Expo says, where do I sign? Oh, that's awesome.
Somebody asked about XLM. John asked about buying XLM on this pullback. I was just kind of looking. A 0.382 retracement is going to be around the 35-cent level. So I think I would be a buyer of XLM here, or even a little bit lower. I think that's still a good coin.
The Beeve says BTC is rat poison and the banks are the rat's best quote ever. Now, since you're talking about those quotes from yesterday, I actually sent out a little tweet that I thought was funny, so I'll just show you guys that. I said, well, Mr. Gates, how fear has struck you and skewed your true feelings of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Yesterday, yourself along with Warren Buffett and someone that doesn't even deserve name recognition had some pretty negative things to say, but it wasn't too long ago when you had to say this, quote, Bitcoin is exciting because it shows how cheap it can be. Bitcoin is better than currency in that you don't have to be physically in the same place. And of course, for large transactions, currency can get pretty inconvenient. I then went ahead and linked that video of Bill Gates on live television saying that quote. And he also had another gem. Bitcoin is a technological tour de force. There's a whole nother video where he goes on to talk about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin as well. I believe this was back in 2014 and 2015. Don't forget, guys, Warren Buffett is also the guy that did not believe in the internet, questioned what it would be used for, and now look where we're at today. So I think it's funny how a lot of these guys really, when they fear losing their power, their money, greed overtakes their true perseverance and their true feelings for some of these decentralized currencies, including Bitcoin. And I'm still bullish on Bitcoin, and I think these guys are going to be in the grave before they have to take back exactly what they're saying about Bitcoin. But I just think it's funny, some of these quotes that happened just a few years ago when Bitcoin wasn't as much of a threat.
We've got Strat USD up here, someone asked about. Let me have a couple more here, and then I'll wrap it up on the charts. Strat, you know, just like any other coin, took big sell-off off the high, 22 down to 3. But after the 3 and change print, I mean, we've had a good rally here. It's followed Bitcoin pretty well, so I think those coins still go higher. Here's Waves USD. And not quite as strong, but again, I would think a little bit higher. I think we do get the rally at the 12.5 on Bitcoin and things. That's when you got to be careful, especially if your coin hasn't done much.
Antonio says, didn't he say he would short Bitcoin? Yes, yesterday they had all kinds of... From shorting is probably the most sane quote that they had from yesterday. But to saying it's like trading baby brains, all kinds of weird stuff. If you want to hear how we talked about that yesterday in the live show during the news section, we actually read through that article and all the quotes that those guys had if you want more information.
Yeah, Munger, those guys, they were making some crazy comments.
Interesting.
Here's Gas USD.
Johnny Prophet said, LOL, darn, pretty harsh on Charlie Munger. He had a crazy. He was saying trading Bitcoin is like trading baby brain. That's too far. Yeah, I'm not even gonna put your Twitter handle in my tweet because you just don't even deserve it at that point. I mean, that's crazy. Just my opinion. You guys can do whatever you want to do.
Gas from 14 to 38. Nice rally out the low. Some volume returning. So I'd still say higher there as well.
Shado must be the one who's been loving Zilliqa in the community. He's over here saying we'll be top 15 on market cap in 3 to 4 months. The more I look into it, the more I buy. I have that down on my list to do a review on it. It just keeps going up before I can look at it. And now I'm just like, is it overvalued? Is it overvalued? Is it overvalued?
What up, Shado? I don't think you've been in here for a while.
What else has been going on, guys? Do you have any more charts you want Todd to look at? Any more questions you want to talk about from a fundamental perspective or technical perspective? Or are we just going to hang out for a little bit and call it a day? As I said, right after this episode, I will be doing an interview with Linda Coin.
J.R. Riggs, what's up? What's up, Blake?
Ann says, Charlie Munger is like 94 years old, billionaire. Why would he bother learning anything about crypto? Well, Amen. He doesn't have to learn anything about crypto, but he also doesn't have to go on television and skew the minds of newbies or people who aren't in the investment space yet, saying it's like trading baby brains. If you're not educated on a subject, just like when I'm on this show, if I don't know an answer, guess what? I just make no comment at all. I'm not going to BS or lie just to try to better myself or better my position in this world. That just is what it is.
I really don't know why they'd be saying stuff like that, but we shall see.
Somebody wants to look at Tron.
I've got the software up here on Bitcoin. I mentioned on a couple of videos that on this last sell-off, volume is not coming into the downside. So something I'm going to watch here, but kind of interesting. You said Tron? I mean, yep. Tron's just been a moonshot. I don't have that one on my top here. Hold on. TRX USD went to the new highs and not even trading violently up here. So I'd say that one holds and probably still goes higher. Let's go back to Bitcoin real quick. 91.60. So we've had about, what, $100 sell-off here since we've been live, maybe. There's a 90, kind of back testing the lows. I mean, I had there a break maybe down to 89.50 or so. And I still think we'll get some type of recovery. Ethereum 745, I like the way that thing's holding.
Max Expo wants to look at SRN.
SRN.
Crypto Bits says, have you guys heard of the Zoin airdrop for Nix? Nix aims to offer an exchange that makes any coin untraceable. Could be interesting. I've not heard about that yet, but I'll write it down to look into it a little bit.
Here's SRN BTC, up 1.32%. I don't know this one at all, so hold on. That's a 5-minute chart. Not much action there. I mean, definitely some big volume came in on the green bars and quite a bit of volume even over here. So I don't have any thoughts on that one. Not enough action and can't get a feel for that one. Tron looks oversold on the daily stochastics. I don't really look at RSIs like that, but I would agree with you because I'm sure that is true. Right, there's too many coins to follow around here. I try to keep mine a lot more. I'm sure I missed some gains because I'm trying to stay in bigger names. I think that's still safer here. And like Nick said, that's where the big money's going to go again. We talked about that back in November, December. And then probably it'll spread out to the other coins.
And the community brings in some of these smaller cap coins that we have been able to capitalize on, myself, you guys. Obviously, with those, a lot of time on Twitter, you hear, oh, this coin just went up 100%. I just made massive gains or whatever. A lot of times on those, the liquidity is really thin. So the chance of you getting all your coins sold at that market price are very slim, number one. Also, you're not hearing about all the losers. There's a lot of speculation in the market for these small coins, and you can win big. Obviously, if you get into projects early, which is what we try to do with some of these interviews, you had opportunities at Zen at $15, opportunities at eBoost at way lower prices, Vertcoin, etc. So we're trying to do our best, but we try to stay away from the scam coins because the last thing we want is to say, hey, I'm interested in this project. I think the fundamentals are okay enough. Somebody in here buys it, and it doesn't go too well for them. Because if I'm not going to put my own money in it or think about putting my own money in it, it's not one that I really want to recommend to you guys.
And there is going to be a lot of future dead coins. I mean, we've all talked about that. So I think the key is just make sure if you're holding some of the smaller caps that you're, if they start to not act well, you might want to be careful.
Yeah, like Todd has said in the past, you have a tendency to sell the winners too early and hold the losers. And then when you hold the losers in the stock market, sometimes you're okay because it might not go to zero if it's a real company. But here, there is no PE ratios or revenue reports, etc. There are coins that have already just became non-existent and gone to zero. You just don't really hear about those. There is a chance that a coin could go to zero. So don't be afraid if something is a loser and you just have a bad gut feeling that it's not going to prop back up. Don't be afraid to cut your losses and get into a better project that you believe in.
Can we also run a quick disclaimer right now to save me?
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns. Thank you.
Todd's standing up. What's he doing? He's trying to ruin the stream.
You were quick on that one.
If you guys have any more charts for Todd, any more questions, or you want us to talk about whatever, go ahead and do it now. Otherwise, we're probably going to start wrapping the show up, call it a day. We went over a lot of information today, a lot of charts. So hopefully you guys had some fun in here because I know I did.
We have fun every day.
John Cool said, Nick, you mentioned Tika was mulling getting his letter. Is it worth it? Here's the thing, John. I know that they did close all memberships to it. They might have reopened it. But also somebody that you know might hypothetically be OG'd into a lifetime membership with Tika who might just provide that insight in his own paraphrased words sometimes for you as well. So that is up to you. If it's even open, you might want to look into it. But if you want to save some money and still probably get a lot of the similar information portrayed in my own opinion, there you go.
And just for entertainment purposes, if you buy Ethereum here at 742 and probably use, I'd just probably say a 720 stop, I think that's probably a decent trade if you're just bored and begging to do something. We like ETC.
I like Ethereum Classic for the long term. I'm not really playing any trading right now. Preferably, I mean, I don't know what the chart's looking like right now, but preferably I'd hope for a little bit of a drop so I can maybe accumulate a little more.
Here's Quantum. 84 down to basically 10, 11. Been a little slower on the comeback. I mean, it did 50%. It did have a 100% rally. I think that's that's a coin that still goes higher.
What's that Ethereum Classic chart even looking like? I haven't even looked at it for a while. That's one of the ones I really just don't touch.
It's still holding. It's got the uptrend line. It's got a nice uptrend. We came back from what I think. I think this was support. We did get down below there with all the selling with Bitcoin, but I think we're back above there. I mean, I think it's putting itself back together. Any lower dip on that, I probably would be a buyer.
Somebody wants you to look at OCN. So with OCN, there are rumors of a future airdrop coming up. The thing is, guys, OCN's official Twitter handle said that they have not made any announcement yet, so anything that you've seen saying there is an OCN airdrop is not official news. I'm not saying the airdrop will not happen. All I'm saying is, right now, nothing is official on that front. There you go. This is one that a lot of people in the community have been talking about as it is a small cap, so it caught my interest. I'm debating right now, but the fact that they tweeted that out kind of concerned me just a little bit.
Qcoin and HIT, so yeah, not much. That's the chart. Some good volume did come in off the bottom, but...
Somebody wants to look at OMG and then
idea.
GTO.
OMG slowed up a little bit here short term. I mean, it had a rally from 7.5 to 22, so big percent. If you go back and look at the, longer term chart, the chart looks very well. I think this action from 7 to 22 was really good. So I would say support's back down here at the 15 levels. So any sell-off in Bitcoin, I'd pick up some more OMG if you need to buy it.
J.R. Riggs said, is Gary out there? Gary's probably sleeping right now. He's only in here from time to time as they had some kind of summer hours over there. So it's like, what, 2 in the morning or something
it's
over
like
there?
2 in the morning. His girlfriend, I think, left, so he'll see us more. He wakes me up in the morning, so.
Also, Marcel asked Anthony why he should accumulate OMG. If you want my opinion, I just did an updated review of Omisco. It's in the review section on our YouTube homepage. I would take a watch at that. I go over what they have done since my last review, what their vision is, some of the road bumps that they might run into, and then also an airdrop with Electrify Asia that's coming up as well.
GTO's in front of you. I like that chart pattern. I like that chart pattern here. So I'd probably buy that here or anything a little bit lower.
I'll let you guys in on a little secret. The person who's asking about Tika, GTO may happen to be a Palm Beach pick, which I may have mentioned before. It has been in that same trading range, so it really hasn't broken out from where they said put a buy up to on it. I would just keep it a small position size if you decide to go on it. Is still up in the air, but that's about all I want to give. I want to have respect for those who are actually part of the group, but I try to provide my insight and kind of sum up what his perspectives on the market are at least once a month for you guys. Also, I will let you know some coins that they like, and GTO is one of them.
WAN has came about 20% off the highs. We had an uptrend line there that it did take out. If it holds here, it would be very good for the chart. But that is some weakness here in the last few days. So ZRX is definitely a Gary coin. Yep, that was my first turn on.
Jay Stevens says ZRX is my second largest bag behind Digibyte.
Cool.
Hey, not bad coins there.
Bitcoin's a reality, not a vision.
There you go. Guys, I know a lot of people get caught up in buying these coins that they like, but you have to understand that Bitcoin is still the index, and you need to have Bitcoin as a large holding in your portfolio. It might not be flashy on the gains, but it is going to be here for the long term. And when that thing gets ready to go, it smashes all the coin Satoshi values. So you'll have an opportunity to buy those coins at lower values in the future if that's what you decide as well. You have to own some Bitcoin, guys. You have to.
Here's RPX. Not much to say there. I mean, it did have some big run on, looks like a little bit of a pump, pull back on low volume. So I don't know RPX.
James Locker says, is BitConnect worth getting back? No. What's up? No, don't get that.
Here's LRC BTC. Once again, a good rally off the low. I'd probably nibble on that here. I'd definitely buy it back at 8,000. Somewhere back here in these levels. I'm still bullish, so I'd be buying anything on a pullback here. And I'm still really not trading much. I'd rather be a trader up at 12,000 on Bitcoin.
What's up, Kanan? Shout out to you. Glad you made it in here. Johnny Profit is in here saying someone on Hobie bought 1 IOTA for 1 Bitcoin. Whoa. That is a fat finger.
Max Expo, 3X in the next 2 weeks.
There you go.
And being added to Coinbase.
Yeah, we'll
That's
see.
all I got, guys. I've had a long day.
Yeah, who was the one who wrote that article? What was his name again?
The run here in the next 6 days?
Yeah.
Tom Lee from Fundstrat.
Tom Lee. Look up Tom Lee, some of his past predictions, and you guys can read the article where he is saying that we're going to be testing all-time highs by like May 17th or so.
If you're short Bitcoin or you've got some coins you haven't got back yet, I mean, you got to be a little nervous because it fits into what I'm saying somewhat. And then, Tom Lee's, he knows his stuff. He's made some big calls. So, and you got to think about that. You got a conference, you got huge attendance, record attendance. You've had a market that's been pretty hard on everybody. So it's sold out. I mean, you could easily get a pretty big rally here.
Yeah, what's up? A couple people are getting in here late. Did you
What
look,
up, Doug,
did you
for
look
now?
up SRN for Max Expo?
SRN?
Yeah, real quick before we leave, we got to get that chart for him. I said you
I
would.
thought I did.
Also, the Aussie drama. Wow, May 17th. We hope so. Yeah, that's what we're saying over here. Definitely worth the read of that article if you want to go and look him up. He has an interesting perspective on what may kind of prop that price up there.
I brought up SRN. It's got some big volume here, even in the last day or so. So I don't know about that one. Can't call that. 100% rally off the bottom. Big volume came in, but that looks too much like some news to me. I can't give any help on that.
Doug says it should have said Todd and Nick. So sorry, Nick. Hey, it's all right. You can call me whatever you want. As long as you keep tuning in to learn crypto, watching us, bouncing ideas off the community, and you're happy, whatever.
Call you whatever you want. Cool.
Well, that's about all we got today, guys. I hope you have a good day. Good luck trading. Make sure if you want some more information on what we do, look in the description below. Smash that like button, share button, subscribe button, etc. Also, browse around on our YouTube channel. We got a bunch of content over there, all categorized out for easy access. And we'll be adding another interview tonight or tomorrow morning for you guys. You got anything, Todd?
No, just trying to keep moving forward and keep building this whole channel out in this community. I mean, I'm really working hard on the Wyckoff because that's what I believe in, and I'm hoping to do more with the social learner. I'm kind of going to that next, so we can share more chart ideas. I know a lot of people like it when I go into more Wyckoff, especially people that taken the course. So I'm still going to do that more here with the software. So
boom,
every day.
Stacking Stoner says rockets at Hitman. That's right, Stacking Stoner. Keep tuning in. We love when you guys are in here. You guys are like my friends, my family, who I get to enjoy talking crypto with, because in my everyday life, none of my friends even own crypto. Can you believe that?
Right.
Can you believe that? I can't get them to buy nothing.
We've sent out 2 emails on buying Bitcoin. One was right near the lows, and then another after we had the 40% rally. And I don't think one person replied back.
Which is crazy to me. James, Bitconnect!
Well, hey, stay positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you gotta be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck, everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard, play clean. Be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.